Hi, Ron Craig here in another room, a multi-purpose room, which is a bedroom and my study and my office, which has my file cabinets, my computer, and other items, bookcases, and so forth, and including this video bookcase behind me, which is what I want to talk about in this video, sharing with you one more unique, handy, and helpful household hint. So let's go. What is so unique about this case? Well, in the intro, I call it a video bookcase. It's not a bookcase, but a video case, although you could use it for a bookcase for short books. One of the unique features of this video case is the way it's made. For one thing, it's 5/8 inch thick plywood, not 3/4, it's 5/8. And it's oak, the more expensive oak, and I built this several years ago, and so probably today the same sheet of plywood that I bought then would cost twice as much as it did at that time, and it was plenty expensive then. Also, another unique thing about this case is that it was made out of one sheet of that 5/8 inch oak plywood, top grade plywood. And as you can see, the way it's laid out, this panel over here is wider than this panel over here, as you can see with these the shelves. I made them wider. You can see that all the way down. It's wider on one side than it is the other, and the reason for that is this case is quite tall, and this side is fairly narrow, so I wanted to make it more stable, less likely to turn over, so I made it braced on the right side like that. This holds a lot of videos. This is, I think it's 8 shelves. Holds a lot of video cases. A lot of people don't use videos anymore, but a lot of people do, and I do, and so I believe this will be a helpful household hint for someone who wants to build one of these cases yourself, if you have limited space. This is about 2 feet wide, maybe a little bit under 2 feet. I forgot the exact dimensions, and you have to measure the length, the height of your video cases, and you can see I've run out of room, so I've put extra videos lying down on top. So there's plenty of room in there that holds a couple hundred or more videos. And of course, on these wide spaces on the side, you can also stack some up, as I do, and I'll remove those extra cases to make this video. Now, this is made of oak. I made it myself, and just with simple tools, a power saw, a square, and a pencil and ruler and so forth, and of course lots of sandpaper. And when we got it cut and put together, actually we sanded it before we put it together, and then I put it together with glue and little nails, and so that they wouldn't show up on each the outside of the outer panels. Now, I'm pretty good at the rougher portion of this building project. My wife did the staining. She's much better at that than I am, and so she did a real good job of staining it and then putting the polyurethane on top of that. And also, you may notice this extra feature. I found this plain screen door molding, which I put on the edges because this is plywood, and I covered up the plywood looking edges on the vertical and the horizontal, and that makes it look quite neat. It looks more professional than I am. This looks as good and is as good as something you might buy in the store. Also, at the bottom, I did not put that bottom shelf right on the floor. It's raised up about a couple of inches, so you can vacuum under there if you need to. But this is a unique case shelf that holds a lot of videos, and I believe this will be interesting to a lot of people when you see this one more unique, handy, and helpful household hint.